If sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0, then find what is the value of sin power 4 theta plus cos to the power 4 theta. So sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0, which will imply that sin theta is equal to cos theta. So simple to understand. Now we will have to think for what kind of theta values they both will be equal. Or otherwise we can even think it in a simple terms. For what value will they be equal? So they will be equal only in two values. So either it will be 1 by root 2 or it could be minus 1 by root 2. Because for no other values, sin theta and cos theta will have an intersection. If you look at the graph itself, it's very clear. It will be clear. So if you see, like when sin theta is 1 by 2, cos theta is going to be something else. When sin theta is root 3 by 2, cos theta will be something else. Where they both will be equal, only in these two values. That means make it very simple. Sin theta and cos theta will be equal either here or here. That's all. Only two cases. Now for these cases, let's try to find the value of this question. Sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta, which is same as sin theta power 4. So we'll take this case 1 by root 2. So we'll have 1 by root 2 whole power 4 plus 1 by root 2 whole power 4. Even if we take the other case, minus 1 by root 2. So we'll have the expressions answer to be minus 1 by root 2 the whole power 4 plus minus 1 by root 2 the whole power 4. And again it is very clear that both of them will give the same answer because it's going to be the same magnitude raised to the power 4. So when 1 by root 2 is raised to the power 4 or minus 1 by root 2 raised to the power 4, both of them is going to give the same answer because the power is an even value. It is going to change it as positive. Let's make it simple. So this will give you the answer as 1 by root 2 power 4. So root 2 power 4 will be 4, right? Root 2 into root 2 into root 2 into root 2. That means 2 2s are 4. Plus again 1 by 4. So this is 2 by 4 or 1 by 2. Here again we'll get the same answer. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. The answer is going to be 1 by 2. So anyways, in whatever way we try, whichever case, the final answer is going to be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 option B should be the right answer. We'll have a quick check. Yeah, option B. 1 by 2 is the right answer. What is the value of root of 3 plus root 5? So we are supposed to find the square root of 3 plus root 5. So we'll quickly recall the algebra identity for squaring. So a plus b the whole square. We all know this. This is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So we can do this the other way also. Square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab should be a plus b. So that means we'll quickly try to do something. We'll square any of this through which we'll check if we are getting 3 plus root 5. That means that becomes a square root of this expression. So without any complications, we'll try to see squaring using this identity and from which we'll verify the answer. That's all. Okay. Option A says root 2 plus 1. Let's try to square this. So this will give us 2. A square is 2 plus b square is 1 plus 2 root 2. It means we'll get 3 plus 2 root 2. But what we have here in this question is not this expression. So we got 3 plus 2 root 2, but here we have 3 plus root 5. So that means this A, option A cannot be the right answer. B says root of 5 by 2 plus root of 1 by 2, the whole square. This will give us, when we square it, we get this as 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Root of 5 by 2 the whole square is 5 by 2. Root of 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 2. Plus 2 into root 5 by root 2 into root 1 by root 2. So from this, when you simplify, we will be getting 5 plus 1 by 2, which is going to be 3 plus, because this is 6 by 2, which is 3 plus. Here anyways we will be getting 2 root 2 root 2. So root 2 into root 2 will give us 2. So we can cancel this with this. Root 5 into root 1 is simply root 5. So perfect. We are getting 3 plus root 5 here also. That means option B should be the right answer. Anyways, we can ignore C and D also. Why? Because these are actually A minus B. So this is of the form A minus B. When we expand A minus B the whole square, we would get A square plus B square minus 2AB. But what we have here is plus. In this expansion, we will be getting minus. So we can ignore these, can also not be the right answers. So option B should be the right answer. So we'll have a quick check. Option B. Yeah, yes, option B is the right answer. If the pair of linear equations 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 2px plus p minus q of y is equal to 28 has infinite number of solutions, then this ordered pair p comma q is equal to what? So we have to solve and get the values of p and q. So we have a condition, these two linear equations, they have infinitely many solutions. That means their coefficients are going to be proportional, that's all. That means we have here x's coefficient is 2, by here it's 2p. So 2 by 2p should be equal to y. So here y's coefficient is 3, 3 by, so here it is p minus q. This is equal to right hand side, both the sides, both the equations we have the constants on the right hand side only. So no issues. 7 by 20. So all these are proportional, that's all. So that means we can now separate them as two different equations. So we'll take 2 by 2p is equal to, this is 7 by 28 becomes 1 by 4. And here individually 3 by p minus q, this is again equal to 1 by 4. So I'm individually equating this with this with this. So done. Means from here I will get p is equal to 4, simple. Here we will be getting cross multiplication, p minus q is equal to 3 4s are 12. That means 4 minus q is 12, or q is equal to 4 minus 12. That means it should be minus 8. So p is 4, q is minus 8. Our answer has to be 4 comma minus 8, which is in option B. Done. Option B. So we'll check this. Yeah, we are perfectly right. Option B is the right answer. Which of the following statements are true in the context of circles? We have three statements. We'll verify them one by one. A tangent of a circle touches it at 2 points. Definitely wrong. So a tangent to a circle can touch at only 1 point. Only then it's a tangent. A circle can have two parallel tangents at the most. Circle can have two parallel tangents. So we have a circle. So if I draw a tangent here, that means parallel to this tangent, I can draw one more tangent here. So where the points of contact are going to be the end points of the diameter. So that's it. So this is true. Correct. So we can consider this is true. Third one, there's no tangent to a circle passing through a point inside the circle. Correct. So a tangent will touch a point on the circumference of the circle. So it will never get, or it will never pass through inside. It will never pass inside the circle. So there's no tangent to a circle passing through a point inside the circle. So that means it's true. So we cannot have a tangent which will go inside a circle. So third is also true. So 2 and 3. 2 and 3 only. Option D. So first one is wrong. Second one, third one. They are correct. 2 and 3 only. So option D should be the right answer. Yeah, we are right. Time and work statements. So we have two statements given here. So in terms of time and work. So we'll have to go through them and try to answer like which of the statements are true, which is false. So this way we have to conclude the answer. So we'll handle the statements one at a time. So I'm going to a fresh slide. So statement 1, this says 4 boys and 8 girls completed 1/3 of a work in 5 days. So the team of 4 boys and 8 girls. So they are doing a work in 5 days. Not the full work, 1/3 portion of a work. So that means 5 days. Okay, alright. After that, 3 boys and 3 girls increased. So with this team, 3 more boys. So that means now there will be 7 boys, 3 girls. That means 8 plus 3, 11 girls. They completed 1/3 more work in 3 days. So they are doing another 1/3 portion of the work. That means total work that is being divided by 1/3, next 1/3. So the first 1/3 portion is being completed by this team. They took 5 days. The next 1/3 portion is done by this team and they are taking 3 days. So this team takes 3 days. So if at all you see the amount of work done, that's going to be the same. But the number of days taken, the team, that's going to differ. Fine. Okay, alright. That means what we can understand is simple conclusion, like you still have one third portion of the work to be completed. Okay, fine. If the remaining work is to be completed in 2 days, then the number of girls that should be increased is 32. That means we have to verify this, whether this statement is true or not. This information is true or not, we will have to verify. Fine, okay, yes. That means let's do something. We'll assume that 1/3 portion of the work first. So we'll take that 1/3 portion of the work to be some nice number. So what number shall we take? So we'll take the number to be 5 days, 3 days. That means we'll take the work is equal to 15 units. That means that 1/3 portion of the work is 15 units, not the full work. 1/3 portion is 15 units. We'll take like this. Okay, let's handle like this. That means this portion, I mean 4 girls and 8 boys, they have completed this 15 units in 5 days. That means their combined efficiency is going to be 3 units per day. So they are doing 3 units in 1 day. Similarly, this team is doing the same 15 units. Remember, the work is the same. In 3 days, that means their combined efficiency is going to be 15 units in 3 days. They are doing 5 units. Super, nice. That means now we got 2 equations. Now if I solve this, we'll come to get the efficiency of 1 boy, 1 girl. Let's try to solve for that. Then continue and verify the given information, given information in the question. Fine, okay. So what can be done here is like we'll try to solve the 2 equations by elimination. I'm going to multiply the first equation by 11, second equation by 8. So if we do that, we'll be getting into 11, 44b plus 88g is going to be equal to 33. So this into 11, this gave us this, and this into 8 we'll do. We'll get 7 8s are 56b plus 11 8s are 88g is equal to 5 8s are 40. Done, nice. Now we'll do subtraction. If I do that, we'll be getting this one eliminated, 88g cancel. So we'll do the reverse subtraction here. 56 minus 44 will be 12. 12b is equal to here 40 minus 33 is 7. It means we come to know the efficiency of 1 boy. The amount of work done by 1 boy in 1 day is going to be 7 by 12 units. Great. And with this, we'll try to find the value of g also. So put b as 7 by 12 in one of the 2 equations, we'll get the value of g also. So we'll be getting this one, I'll substitute here. So if I do that, I'll be getting 7 by 12. So we'll get 4 into 7 by 12. That means 28 by 12 plus 8g is equal to 3 units. Let's continue it here. That means we'll have 8g is equal to 3 minus 28 by 12. So let's finish off here itself. 3 minus 28 by 12. So this will give us 3 12s are 36. 36 minus 28 is 8. Correct. So 8 by 12. So that means 36. 36 minus 28 is 36 minus 28. So it's going to be 3 8 by 12. Correct. That means 8g is equal to 8 by 12 or g is equal to 1 by 12. Finished. That means 1 girl is capable of doing 1 by 12 units per day. Now we got the efficiencies. Let us now try to plug this here and verify whether this is true, because that's a statement given there. So we'll try to verify that. Now what is given there? If the remaining work is to be completed in 2 days, that means the remaining work. What is the remaining work? Remaining, we still have 15 more units to be done, and that should be completed in 2 days. That means the meaning is what? Per day, how much unit has to be done? Per day, 15 by 2 units should be done. Because what we are measuring here is per day units. Efficiency per day. Amount of the number of units completed per day. So here it is 3, here it is 5. By this team, it's 3. By this team, it's 5. That means there is a team which is going to complete that 15 units in 2 days, which means they are supposed to finish 15 by 2 units in 1 day. Done. Fine. Okay, alright. So if the remaining units work is to be completed in 2 days, then the number of girls that should be increased is 32. Now already we have 7 boys. That 7 boys will remain as it is. So 7 into 7 by 12 plus, let's find how many girls are needed to finish this. We'll take x girls. X into 1 by 12. Cool, great, nice. So let's solve for x. So 7 boys and some x girls are doing this work. They finish 15 by 2 units per day. Okay, let's see this. So this will give us 49 plus x by 12 is 15 by 2. We can cut this. This is 6 times. So 49 plus x is going to be equal to 15, 6 are 90. That means x is equal to 90 minus 49. It's going to be 41. So we need 41 girls to do this. Already the team has got 11 girls. Now there should be 41 girls. 11 to 41. That means the increase, the number of girls we need to increase should be how much? 11 is becoming 41. That means there are 30 more girls. The number of girls increase is 30. But it is given here, the number of girls that should be increased is 32. Which means it's wrong. Statement 1 is not true. So we are clearly verifying it by taking the units. So we had a long solving. So properly we are able to understand that the last part of the work, if 7 boys and some x girls are doing, that means x girls is equal to 41. That x value is 41. That means 11 becomes 41, extra 30 girls, but is given 32, but just not correct. Statement 1 is false. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's come to statement 2. This says the ratio of time taken by A and C to do a work is 1:2. B is 166 2 by 3 percentage more efficient than C. So they are comparing A with C, they are comparing B with C. Okay, nice. So we'll take the efficiencies of A, B, C. But we'll do this comparison one at a time. So how are they comparing A, B, C? They are comparing how? The time taken by, the ratio of time taken by A and C is 1:2. That means, shall we say something? The efficiency of A to C will be equal to 2:1. The efficiency ratio has to be 2:1. Because time taken and the efficiency are inversely proportional. If A is taking half the time as C, which means A is twice as efficient as C. That's all. That's the meaning. B is 166 2 by 3 percentage more efficient than C. So now they are straight away comparing the efficiencies of B and C. So how are they comparing? Repeat. B is 166 2 by 3 percentage more efficient than C. Now what is that 166 2 by 3%? This is equal to. So we'll rewrite it as an improper fraction and see what do we get. So we'll be getting it as 166 2 by 3. This is actually okay, fine, yes. 166 2 by 3, correct? Okay, fine. So this is 166 into 3. So we'll multiply 3 into 166. So 3 into 166 will basically give us 18 1, 18 9, 1. It's going to be 5, right? Yeah, okay, yes, it's going to be 5. Sorry, 2. Oh, 4. Yeah, okay. I'm missing the calculations. So 18 1. It's again going to be 18 plus 119. Yeah, carry. Yes, 498. 500 by 3 basically. It's going to be 500 by 3%. Or it's simply 1/3 of 500. So 300, 400, 500. Yes. So 1/3 of 500. So 500 by 3 percentage, or it is same as 5 by 3 as a fraction. So as a fraction it is going to be 5 by 3. So as a percentage it is 5 by 3 into 100%. As a fraction, just removing the 100, it's 5 by 3. Or in simple words we can say B is 5/3 more efficient than C. So B is 5/3 more efficient than C. That is, if C is of some x% or some x units per day efficiency, B is going to be x plus 5 by 3x. That's what. We can even compare it as a ratio. This will become x 8 by 3x, or this is simply 8:3. That's all. That means we get A is to C is 2:1, B is to C is 8:3. So this is what ultimately is conveyed here. So we repeat this. B is 166 2 by 3, more efficient than C. As the fraction is 5/3, that is, if C is on 3, A is going to be 5 units more than 3, which is 8. That's all, simple. Right. Okay, we got their efficiencies ratio. Now we'll combine it. If I combine it, I'll be getting, let's take C is 3, that means B will become 8, and A will become 1 3s are 3, 2 3s are 6. Super. That means we got their efficiencies. 6:8:3. I'll take the efficiencies to be straight away. A is some 6 units per day. B does 8 units per day. C does 3 units per day. Finished. That's all. Efficiencies, after all, we are assuming. We will then worry about work, time, everything. Because time we cannot assume, because there is something given about time which we cannot assume. Efficiency which can be assumed. Correspondingly, the work becomes simple. Okay, yes. Continue. A time taken by A to complete 6% of the work is 6 days. Now A is doing some work. A is doing 6% of the work in 6 days. That means A would do 100% of the work in 100 days. That's all, simple. So A is doing 6% of the work in 6 days, 100% of the work in 100 days. That means to finish the full work, A will take 100 days. Very natural, very obvious. 6% in 6 days, meaning 1% in 1 day, or 10% in 10 days, 13% in 13 days, 100% or the full work in 100 days. That means what about the work? The work is going to be 6 into 100, 600 units. The full work what A does is 600 units. Done, okay. Then the time taken by B and C together to complete the whole work will be this 54 6 by 11. It's actually a mixed fraction. 54 6 by 11. We'll check that. Now already we have B's efficiency, C's efficiency. Their combined efficiency is going to be 11 units per day. That means if these two combine and work, they will take 11 units. They will finish 11 units in 1 day. And the full work that needs to be completed is 600 units. That means B and C, the time taken will be equal to 600 by 11. So 600 by 11 will be actually 11 5s are 55. Again 5. 11 4s are 44. 44, 50 minus 44, balance 6. 6 by 11. So 54 6 by 11. Exactly what we have in this question. That means a work which is done by A completely in 100 days will be done by B and C together in 54 6 by 11 days, which is correct as per question. That means statement 2 is correct. So a long question. So our conclusions were statement 1 is false, statement 2 is true. So we'll check the options. Statement 1 is false, statement 2 is true. Yeah, option D says 2 is true and 1 is false. That means option D should be the right answer. We'll have a quick check. Yeah, we are right. Option D is the right answer. The radii of two cones are in the ratio 2:3 and their volumes are in the ratio 1:3. Then the ratio of their heights is what? Simple question. So we should know the volume of a cone. This is going to be 1/3 pi r square h. There are two cones here. So let's have their radius to be radii to be r1 and r2, heights to be h1, h2. That's it, simple. So that means as per the information we have r1 by r2 is equal to 2/3. And from this, since we have a square, from this we can clearly tell r1 square by r2 square will be equal to 4/9. Simple. Okay, yes. We are just squaring, that's it. Now we are also given the ratio of their volumes. That means 1/3 pi r1 square h1 by 1/3 pi r2 square h2. This is what is equal to 1/3, because this is going to be the ratio of their volumes. This is 1/3. Now we can cut all these constants. We also know R1 square by R2 square is 4 by 9. We'll substitute this 4 by 9. H1 by H2 is equal to 1 by 3. Or H1 by H2 is equal to, so we can cut some common terms. So what happens? 1 by 3 into 9 by 4. We can cut this is 3. So we are ending up with 3 by 4. So that means the ratio of H1 by H2 should be equal to 3 by 4. The ratio is 3:4. So 3:4, option C is there. Ready? We'll check this. Yeah, right. Option C, 3:4 is the right answer. The area of the circle that can be inscribed in a square of side 6 centimeter is straightforward question, very simple. So we have a square and it's given the side of the square is 6 centimeter. There is a circle inscribed in a square, in the square. So that means the circle has to be like this. So all these 4 sides of the square should be the tangents to the circle. Now we are supposed to find the area of the circle. It's very easy and it's also obvious to witness that this is going to be the diameter and the diameter is again going to be 6. The side of the square is same as the diameter of the circle. So diameter is 6, which means radius is 3, which means area of the circle is pi into r square. That means pi into 3 square, which is 9 pi. So 9 pi centimeter square, option D should be the right answer. Yes, we are perfectly right. Option D is the right answer. Given the mean of 25 observations is 36, if the mean of the first 13 observations is 32 and that of the last 13 observations is 39. So you have totally 25 observations. So it's like first, second, third, fourth and so on. So we have 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th and so on. It goes till 23rd, 24th, 25th. So this is how you have the 25 observations. So for all the 25 observations, the mean or the average is 36. The first 13 of them, it's going to be 32. First 13 is from 1st to 13th. This is going to be, the mean is going to be 32. Okay, fine. And the last 13 is going to be 39. Last 13, what do you mean by the last 13? Last 13 is, you remove the first 12 from 13th to 25th. So this part, the mean is going to be 39. So if this is the case, then the 13th observation is what? So we are supposed to find this 13th observation. If you see this, the 13th observation is getting overlapped. So it's there in the first 13 as well as the last 13. It's in the middle. So the 13th observation, how can it be obtained? Observation is simply nothing but, you will take this total, add it with this total. So total of the first 13 plus total of the last 13. So first 13 total, so I can write as total of first 13 plus total of last 13. If I add it, what do you get? You will be getting everything counted for one time, but the 13th one alone counted for twice, because this 13th observation is there in this list as well as this list. That means it's double counted. Now from this, if we subtract the total of all 25, the total of all 25 observations, we would get the answer. Because once we do this, everything gets subtracted once. For the reason 13th is double counted, once it is subtracted, you will be left with one more 13th. That will give the answer. So this is going to be basically total of first 13. Total of first 13 is 13 into 32. Last 13 is 13 into 39, because total is number into average. Simple. Number of observations into average. So 13 into 32, 13 into 39 minus all 25. So 25 into 36. So this is basically 13 into, both of them are 13. 13 into 32 plus 39 will be 71, right? Because you can add it. So this, when you add, you get 71 minus 25 into 36. So 13 into 71 is basically 710 plus So 710 plus 71 threes are 71 tens are 710. 71 threes are will give us 7 threes are 71 threes are right. So 71 threes are it's basically. So it's going to be 3 and then 21. So we get this to be 329. So 923 minus this is 2536 r. 2536 r is basically 50 into 18 or 100 into 9, 900. So 923 minus 900 is finally 23. That means this 13th observation is 23. That is 23. Option B. 23 should be the right answer. We'll quickly check this. Yes, we are right. Option B. 23 is the right answer.
Hello folks, those of you who are thinking about IPMAT, the integrated 5-year course, you've got to think about it seriously. Parents who are listening in, you have to plan for this. After 12th standard board exams get over, there are a ton of exams. This IPMAT integrated course is a brilliant course. It's a 5-year course. Anyone who's interested in MBA, anyone who's saying, look, I don't want to do the mainstream thing, but I want to do something compellingly good, you must take this as part of your structure, as part of your set of options available. The number of seats is not too high, so you cannot say this is my only option, but you have to say, hey, I'm giving this a go. The exams to write, very clearly, these three. On JIPMAT is on April 26th. IPMAT for Rohtak is on May 5th. Indore is for May 12th. This is the simplest exam. This is the toughest exam. So, be a nice gradation. You have to prepare for it. It's not a bleeding obvious exam that you can just go and wing it. There's also data interpretation, logical reasoning section. We guys have a course for it, which covers a bunch of live sessions. We'll be doing 6 hours of live sessions for 3.5 weeks. That's a run up to the exam. Bunch of mocks that we will administer to them and discuss and help and mentor and plan all of that with detailed video solutions. Whatever we do, we'll have detailed video solution for the previous year papers. We'll discuss them also in great detail. We'll come up with a good strategy for them to attack this. And the young kids will do our best to help them take this exam, help the students take this exam. All of this included. The course begins the kind of almost immediately after the board exam ends. So it's on March 31st. So details of the course, how to sign up, when to pay, all of those are available in the description. Check that out, sign up and have fun. Best wishes.
Let A and B be two even such that P of A equal to 0.25 and P of B equal to 0.50 and P of A intersection B, that means A and B both will happen, that is going to be 0.14. And find the probability that neither A nor B occurs. So A should not, B should not, both should not be happening. Neither A nor B. That's it. So first we'll try to find out P of A or B. Either A will happen or B will happen. We'll check this. This is simple. This is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A is going to be 0.25 plus this is 0.50 minus this is 0.14. So this is basically 0.25 minus 0.14 is 0.11. That means we'll have 0.11 plus 0.50, 0.61. So either A or B will happen as 0.61. Neither A nor B will happen as exactly the complement of this. So 1 minus 0.61, that's going to be 0.39. So 0.39 should be the right answer. Option C, our answer is available. So that should be the answer. We'll have a check. Yeah, 0.39, option C is the right answer. Amicable numbers are a pair of distinct natural numbers A, comma B such that the sum of the proper divisors of A is going to be equal to B. And the sum of the proper divisors of B will be equal to A. So interesting idea. So when do we call a pair of numbers A and B? They should be two distinct numbers. To be amicable numbers when they satisfy this condition. So the first numbers, proper divisors you will have, you add everything, it will be equal to the second number. The second numbers, sum of all proper divisors will be equal to the first number. So this way if you find a pair, then we call it as amicable numbers. The pair will be amicable numbers. Fine, okay. So given 220 comma y is a pair of amicable numbers, then what is the value of y? First of all, we need to understand what about proper divisors. Proper divisors are of 10 are 1, 2, 5. They are given an example, that's it. The means a proper divisor is going to be the list of all divisors for a number except that number, that's all. So 1, 2, 5, 10. 10 is also a factor of 10, but we ignore that 10. Except that number, we count all the other factors. From 1 till the last factor, without that n. If n is my number, without n, the other last factor to before n. So that's going to be the list of all proper factors. Now it's given 220 and y are going to be amicable numbers. So that means now by definition we got to know that y should be the sum of all proper divisors of 220. That's it. So now we'll find the sum of all proper divisors of 220. So what about 220? 220 is basically, we'll prime factorize it so that we can easily find the sum of all factors, sum of all divisors. Factors, divisors are all same. So 220 we need to prime factorize. It's going to be 2 square into, because 2 square is 4. So 4 if I remove, I will be getting 55. So 5 power 1 into 11 power 1. That's it. We have prime factorized. So this is what we get. Now we'll list all the sum of all the factors. So sum of the factors is going to be equal to, very simple. Once we have prime factorized, this procedure is 2 power 0 plus 2 power 1 plus 2 power 2 plus, multiplied by, so that's how we find the sum of all factors, right? Into 5 power 0 plus 5 power 1 into 11 power 0 plus 11 power 1. That's it. So now we need to simplify this expression. So this will give us basically 1 plus 2 plus 4 into 1 plus 5 into 1 plus 11. Or this is same as 7 into 6 into 12. I've added. Sorry. 7, 6 are 42, 42, 12s are 420 plus 84, 504. So this is going to be 504. So sum of all the factors of 220 is going to be 504. But wait, but what we are looking for y? Y is not the sum of all the factors of 220. Y is the sum of all proper divisors or proper factors of 220. That means what is y? Just one step. This 504 is the sum including 220 also. We'll just minus that. So 504 minus 220 will give us 4. 50 minus 22 is going to be 28. So 284. So y should be 284. So actually the calculation what we performed here will give the sum of all the factors. So for example, you have taken 220. 220 have so many factors, right? So there should be like 3 into 2 into 2. That means 12 factors. All 12 factors, the addition will be 504. But out of all the 12 factors, I do not want the 12th factor, which is 220. I am removing it. I will get 284, which is what is this y as per definition. So the value of y should be 284. Where is 284? Option B, it is there. 284 should be the right answer. We'll have a quick check. Yes, option B, 284 is the right answer. Two identical solid cubes of side 5 cm are joined end to end. That means the structure will look like this. Okay, so somehow managed to draw this. Fine, yeah. So we have two cubes, they are attached end to end. So we have the side given to be 5. That means this will be 5, this will be 5. The breadth and height will be 5. This whole length will now become 10. So now once the two cubes are merged, the new shape what you will be getting is a cuboid whose length is 10, breadth is 5, height is 5. Question: then what is the total surface area of the resulting cuboid? Now this resulting cuboid's TSA we have to find. So what is TSA? TSA is basically 2 times of LB plus LH plus BH. Here L is 10, B is 5, height is 5. So LB 50 plus LH 50 plus BH 25. 10 5s are 10 5s are 5 5s are. That means this will be twice of 50 50 25 125. This is going to be 250. So centimeters. So TSA, its total surface area 250 centimeters square should be the right answer. Where is that? Option B should be the right answer. Easy question. Yes, we are absolutely right. Option B, 250 centimeters square is the right answer. How many proper divisors, that is divisors other than 1 or 7200? So this time they are excluding 1 and that number. Both these numbers are excluded. Does 7200 have? So 7200. Now we need to find the number of factors, but we should not be considering these two numbers. That's it. Simple. So 7200 we will first prime factorize. So we will have 7200. So this 100 is basically 2 square into 5 square. And this 72 is going to be 8 nines are. 8 nines are is 2 cube into 3 square. That's it. Done. So this is overall now it will become 2 power 5 because we have a 2 power 2 here, 2 power 3 here. So 2 power 5 into 3 square into 5 square. Now total number of divisors. Total number of divisors. This is going to be equal to, add 1 to each power. It's a common well-known procedure. 5 plus 1 6, 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 1 3. So 6 into 3 into 3 will be 9 6 are 54. So 7200 will have 54 divisors in total. But out of 54, if I am removing those two, so remaining you will have 52. So 52, option B, 52 should be the right answer. We'll check this. Yeah, option B, 52 is the right answer. So given there are two statements, we have to check which of them are true. But this is going to be universal. This is common to both these statements. So we have to use this and verify the two statements. We should conclude like which is true, which is false. So we'll take a fresh slide. So given Aman takes half the time in rowing a certain distance downstream than upstream. So they're comparing downstream time with upstream time. So it's given downstream time and upstream time. It's going to be 1 by 2. So whatever time is taken for downstream, it's half of the time taken for upstream. That means what we can tell is downstream speed by upstream speed should be equal to 2 by 1. Because this is the reciprocal of this. Time and distance, time and speed and time are inversely proportional. For the same fixed distance, constant distance, they're inversely proportional. Fine, alright. That means what further we can tell is we'll take the speed of the boat to be B and speed of the water current to be S, stream. Yes. So that means what we can tell here, downstream speed, which is going to be B plus S, by upstream speed B minus S, is going to be 2 by 1. Now from this what we can get is, we'll get B plus S is equal to 2B minus 2S, or we'll get B is equal to 3S. So boat speed should be thrice of stream speed. So this is what we are getting. Now we'll check the statements. Statement 1 says the speed of the boat in still water, that is B, to the speed of the water current is 2:1. So the ratio of B is to S is 2:1. So this is what this is saying. B is to S is 2:1. We'll check if it is true. Is it true according to this? No, the fact is B is to S is 3:1. Because B is 3S, this implies B is to 1, S is equal to 3 by 1 or 3:1. That means statement 1 is not true, it's false. Statement 2 says if the speed of the boat in still water is 6 km per hour, and speed of the water current will be 2 km per hour. So 6 and 2. So if this is 6, this will be 2. Perfectly correct. This is 2, 3 2s are 6. So it's very clear. Second one is true. Because this clearly follows this ratio 3:1. B is 6, S is 2, 3:1 ratio. That's sufficient for us to tell. Statement 2 is true. So 2 is true but 1 is false. We'll check this. 2 is true but 1 is false. Statement 2 is true and statement 1 is false. Option D should be the right answer. We'll check this. Yeah, option D is the right answer. The probabilities that A, B and D can solve a problem independently are 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. So A can solve the problem is 1 by 3. B can solve the problem, it's 1 by 3. D can solve the problem, 1 by 4. So these are the probabilities. The probability that only 2 of them are able to solve the problem is what? So out of the 3, exactly 2 of them can solve. What is the probability? So this is a question from probability based on the independent probability idea. That means like one of them solving or not solving is not going to be affected by the other person. Other person solving or not solving. All these are independent events. Fine. Okay, then 2 of them are going to solve, the other one is not going to solve. That's the meaning. That means it could be A solving, B solving, D not solving. Or out of A, B, D, it could be A and D solving, B not solving. Or it could be A, B, D, B and D are solving, A not solving. So we have 3 cases here. Out of the 3, in each case we are making one of them not solving, the other 2 are solving. That's it. So it can happen in 3 different ways. We'll attack them one by one. A solving 1 by 3, B solving 1 by 3, D not solving. D solving is 1 by 4. D not solving is going to be 1 minus 1 by 4, 3 by 4. Or plus A solving 1 by 3, D solving 1 by 4, but B not solving 2 by 3. A not solving 2 by 3, B solving is 1 by 3, D solving is 1 by 4. Simplify, we get the answer. So 3, 3, 4, this is going to be 36. So I am not cancelling anything. Common denominator is 36. So 1, 1, 3 is 3. 1, 2, 1 is 2. 2, 1, 1 is 2. So 3 plus 2 plus 2, it's going to be 7 by 36. Option B is the right answer. 7 by 36 is the right answer. Perfectly right, option B. 7 by 36 is the right answer. The number of integral solutions of the equation, so we are given an equation, this is in terms of y, so is how many? I mean, like, this question is not asking for what is the value of y, this is asking for how many integral values y can hold. That's the question, right? Now the way this equation is present, it will be a little complicated for us to handle, so let's try to simplify this. So what we can do is, let us have this y plus 1 by y to be something else. Let's take this to be some x. So take y plus 1 by y is equal to x. That's it. Now in that sense, this can also be replaced. How? Here we have y square plus 1 by y square. Let's do something. This is going to be what? Y plus 1 by y, the whole square. We'll expand this. So if I expand this, we'll be getting y square plus 1 by y square plus 2. I'm expanding this using a plus b the whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 into y into 1 by y becomes 2. That means, as per our assumption, this is x. So this becomes x square is equal to y square plus 1 by y square plus 2. I can bring it here, minus 2. That means this became x square minus 2. That means while replacing, what are we supposed to do? This will become x. And this will become x square minus 2. And remember, what is x? X is y plus 1 by y. Fine. Okay, yes. Let's take a fresh slide and do the substitution. So now this equation will now become 7x minus 2 into x square minus 2 is equal to 9. I hope you're able to understand this. Now everything is going to be replaced. Now the equation became in terms of x. We'll solve for x, then we'll worry about y. Fine. Okay, yes. So this is what, right? We'll check this. Yeah, this is replaced with x. This is replaced with x square minus 2. Fine, sharp. Done. Now this 7x minus 2x square plus 4 is equal to 9. Bringing everything to the other side, we'll have 2x square minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now we are ending up with a quadratic equation which is in terms of x. We'll solve for this. Plus 10, we have to factorize 10 because this is 2 5s are plus 10. We'll have to break it as two numbers in such a way that the product should be plus 10, the sum should be minus 7. That means we can go get the pair minus 2 and minus 5. That means what about the values of x? x values are going to be exactly, take it negative. It's going to be 2 by 2 or 5 by 2, or x can be either 1 or 5 by 2. Super. So x can have two values, or technically y plus 1 by y can have two values. So we'll now go back to the original form. We'll again write x in terms of y, because y is the original equation, that's why. It means 1 or 5 by 2. We'll have two cases now. Either y plus 1 by y is 1 or y plus 1 by y is 5 by 2. So we have two cases. Now this is very clear. This is not at all possible. Y plus 1 by y cannot be 1, because you take any real number, you cannot have the sum of a number with its reciprocal to be 1. If at all, if it is positive number, it should be at least 2. Why? Because any number you reciprocal it, any real number except 0, because for 0 we cannot have a reciprocal. 1 by 0 is infinity, not defined. But anything not equal to 0, we will take the reciprocal. That number plus its reciprocal, what happens? It should be minimum 2. To start from 1 itself, 1 plus 1 by 1 is 2. 5 plus 1 by 5 will be 5 point something. 10 plus 1 by 10 should be 10 point, it should be 10 point something. Or if we come in this direction, we will consider values which are lesser than 1. Lesser than 1 also, what happens? If I take point or randomly I take 4 by 5. 4 by 5 plus 5 by 4. It's going to be again more than 2. Correct or not? So 4 by 5 plus 5 by 4. So it's going to be more than 2. So it should be at least 2 or more than 2. When will it be exactly 2? When x is 1. When the value is 1. Y is 1. Then this will be equal to 2. That means this should be at least 2. So y plus 1 by y is 1. It's not at all possible. Or even if we try to simplify it and write as a quadratic equation and solve, we'll be able to infer that it is not equal to 1. We'll be getting some imaginary values. Okay, fine. Here, coming here, y plus 1 by y is equal to 5 by 2 is simple to understand. This is y plus 1 by y is 2 plus 1 by 2. That means y can be 2. That's the only integer solution we can have for this equation. Either y is 2 or y is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not an integer solution. We cannot have. So y is 2 is the only integer solution we can get from this equation. So how many integer solutions we have? We have only one solution, which is y is equal to 2. But that is not required. How many solutions? One solution, option B. 1 is going to be the answer. Just because we got the answer as y equal to 2, answer is not 2. Question is not asking for what is the value of y. Question is asking for how many values y can take. How many integer values y can take? One value. So 1 should be the answer. We'll verify this. We are perfectly right. Option B, 1 is the right answer. So here given below are two statements. We have two statements. We have to verify them and then answer accordingly. We'll go for a fresh slide. Statement 1 says this equation. This is an equation setup. It says this is not a quadratic equation. Let's verify that. So we have x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to, right side we have x square, I am expanding it, x square minus 4x plus 4. Now we have expanded it. The moment we do this, we can clearly say x square is getting cancelled. That means we are now ending up with a linear equation. This is no more quadratic. Now it became a linear equation. That means statement 1 is absolutely true. It says statement 1, the equation given is not a quadratic equation. Yes, it is not a quadratic equation. It's a linear equation. So 1 is true. Super. Statement 2 says the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. So here we have a quadratic equation. This is real and equal. So it's given real and equal. So we have this like x square. This is statement 1. This is statement 2. We'll write it separately. X square plus 2x root 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Now we want to check the discriminant, for which we need the values of a, b, c. So a is 1, b is 2 root 3 and c is 3. What is the discriminant? B square minus 4AC. B square minus 4AC should be equal to 0 in order to get this condition verified. Because if the roots needs to be real and equal, they need to be real and equal, B square minus 4AC should be equal to 0, or B square should be equal to 4AC. We will verify this. B square is 2 root 3 the whole square. 2 into 2 into 3, which is going to be 12, is equal to 4 into A is 1 and C is 3. Yes, 12 is equal to 4 3s are 12. It's verified. That means second one is also true. Both the statements are true. Answer should be option A. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are true. Option A should be the right answer. We'll check this. Yeah, option A is the right answer. The total number of seconds in P weeks, P days, P hours, P minutes and P seconds is how much? So easy in terms of concept, little tough in terms of calculation. So let's try to do this little patiently. So P seconds is P, that's it. P minutes we know each 1 minute we have 60 seconds. So P minutes will have 60 P seconds, nice. P hours, so P hours will have 60 into 60 seconds. So each 1 minute, each 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Each 1 minute contains 60 seconds. So totally there are 60 into 60 seconds in 1 hour. So P hours 60 into 60 P. P days. P days means once again this content gets multiplied by 24 because in each day we have 24 hours. So that means 24 into 60 into 60p and P weeks. 1 week there are 7 days, so there are P weeks. That means this entire content multiplied by 7. 7 into 24 into 60 into 60p. So that means my final answer is going to be the addition of all these. This many p plus this many p plus this many p plus this plus 60p plus p. Or this is like 1p, addition of everything. Now one point is simple and clear that our answer must end with 1p. Because we have a 1p here, all the other units places are 0. That means 0 added with everything plus 1 should give you 1p. Now we'll check the answer. It's either B or D. We can remove A and C. I'm ignoring A and C because they are ending with some 0 p's. They can't be. So it's either B or D. Fine, okay. Now we have to add it up. Let's try checking like if we can do anything smarter. So this is P1. This is 60. I'm not taking p's, I'm taking only the numbers. 60 into 60 is 3600. 60 into 60 into 24 is 3600 into 24. 3600 into 24, we'll do 36 into 24. This will give us 6 4s are 24, 3 4s are 12, 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 12 plus 2, 24 plus 2, 26, 2 carry 3 2s are 6 plus 2 8. So 86400, sorry 00, 86400. Hold on. So if we are adding up this itself, or simply here itself we got 86,400. That means my answer has to be something more. B is too small, correct? B can't be the right answer. What we got here is 11,581p, but here we got 86,400 here itself. And add it will be even bigger. That means our answer has to be something bigger, a good, big number. We are just left with D. That appears to be convincing for us. So D should be the right answer. I'm not going for the full calculation. You can complete it and check. You should be getting D. So answer D, option D. 694861p should be the right answer. Anyways, we'll check that. We are perfectly right. Option D is the right answer. K square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if K is. So nice question from numbers, divisibility idea. So K square minus 1 will be divisible by 8. When? K should be how? How should be here K? So we have the options. So first we'll go by options. If K is an integer, will it work? So okay, we'll randomly check this. So what if we take k equal to 1? 1 square minus 1 is 0. Yes, it's working. 0 is divisible by 8. If I take k is 2, will it work? 2 square minus 1 is equal to 1. Is 1 divisible by 8? It's not working. That means it will not work for any integer. Option A can't be the right answer. With the same sense, I can remove option B also. A natural number. 2 is a natural number which is not working. 1 works. It's a natural number. It works. But is it working for any natural number? Says if k is a natural number. No. If k is a natural number, 2 is not working. 2 is gone. And even integer with the same claim, we can reject C also. Because k is equal to 2 is an even integer. It's not working. We are only left with D. That must be the right answer. So k square minus 1 will be divisible by 8 whenever k is an odd integer. So that's the right answer. But anyways, we'll see with a proper proof. We'll try to verify. Will it work for any odd integer? It can work for the first few odd integers. Okay, let's take 1. 1 square minus 1, 0. Yeah, it's working. We'll take 3. 3 square minus 1 is 8. Yeah, 8 is divisible by 8. We'll try 5. 5 square minus 1 is 24. It works. So how long can we check? Will it be true for every odd integer? We'll check that. What expression we have? K square minus 1. We'll have to check whether it is divisible by 8. When k is an odd number. Say k is an odd number. We'll try to verify that. Fine. Now this is k square minus 1. We can factorize it. K minus 1 into k plus 1 by 8. Now we have one beautiful idea. If k is an odd integer, for us k is odd. That means we can tell something. K minus 1 and k plus 1, they both should be even. And they should be two consecutive even numbers. Because this is k minus 1, this is k minus 1 plus 2. So I can write it as k minus 1 into k minus 1 plus 2. This is divisible by 8 or not. That's what we have to check. Now this is an even number. This is the next even number. So we'll have this to be some 2n plus 2. We'll check if it is divisible by 8. One point is very sure. I can remove 2 here, 2 here. So we'll be ending up with n into n plus 1 by 2 2s are 4. We'll have a 2 cancelled and we'll have a 2 in the denominator. 2 comes out, 2 comes out. N into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2 is always, n into n plus 1 is always divisible by 2 for any natural number. So this will be always divisible. Because take n into n plus 1, you are going to consider integers. You will have integers, in that sense always two consecutive integers. The product will be divisible by 2. Why? Because for sure one of them is odd, the other one is even. Because we are considering consecutive numbers, always it will work. Any two consecutive numbers, one odd, one even. That even number will break 2. It will be divisible by 2, making it divisible by 2. This expression, that means this expression will be divisible by 8, making this expression is always divisible by 8 whenever k is odd. So option D, an odd integer. K should be an odd integer. Should be the right answer. We'll check this. Option D is the right answer. Given below are two statements. We'll have to verify them and answer and conclude whether the statements are true or false. So we'll handle the statements one by one. We'll go for a fresh slide. Okay, statement 1 says the difference, the sum and the product of two numbers are in the ratio 1:5:12. That means we'll have like this. We'll have the two numbers to be A and B. So the difference, so A minus B, the sum which is A plus B and the product which is AB. These are in the ratio 1:5:12. That means we'll take them to be some 1k. The difference of A and B is 1k. Sum is 5k and the product is 12k. So I think this is good enough, right? So this is suiting well. So we'll have it like this. It's given the product of the two numbers should be equal to 18. We'll have to check whether that is true. If this is a true condition, then we have to check whether the product is 18. We'll check that. Okay, fine. So we'll have these two equations first. So from these two, what we get is we can solve and get the values of a and b in terms of k. So we'll get 2a equal to 6k, 2a equals to 6k, because minus b plus b cancels. 1k plus 5k is 6k. So 2a is 6k, that means a is equal to 3k. We got the value of a. A is 3k. Now if a is 3k, either put here or here. So 3k plus b is 5k, that means b should be 2k. Super, nice. Now we got a and b, the values of a and b in terms of k. A is 3k, b is 2k, done. That means what is AB? AB should be equal to 3k into 2k. This is equal to 12k, or 6k square should be equal to 12k. 1 is k, k is equal to 0. From this we get k equal to 0, because you can divide both the sides by k. If I try dividing, one case we are exempting that k is equal to 0, but k equal to 0 will not be satisfying the condition, so k is not equal to 0. We'll ignore the case where k is equal to 0. K not equal to 0, that means when we divide on both the sides, we'll be getting 6k is equal to 12 or k is equal to 2. That's all. Done. We got the value of k. Now once we are getting the value of k, we'll verify the statement. It says the product of the two numbers is 18. How do we get the product? Either put k equal to 2 here and get the value of AB, or make it simple. AB is already 12k. 12k means 12 2s are, it's 24. So the product of the two numbers is 24. Product is 24 is actually correct. But what is given there is product is 18. That means statement 1 is not correct. It's wrong. Check statement 2. The last digit in the decimal representation of 2 power 91 is 6. We'll go for a new slide. Okay, statement 2 is 2 power 91. The last, the unit digit of 2 power 91. It says it is 6. We'll verify that. Now we need to check the cyclicity of power cyclicity of 2's power. So 2 power 1 will end with 2, 2 square will end with 4, 2 cube will end with 8, 2 power 4 is 16, it will end with a 6. Again, what do you think about 2 power 5? 2 power 5 is 32, it will end with 2. 2 power 6 will be 4, 2 power 7 will be 8, 2 power 8 will be 6, and so on. The cycle will be repeating. We have to check 2 power 91. So for every 4 terms it is getting repeated. That means 2 power 4, 2 power 8, 2 power 12, 2 power 16, every multiple of 4, 2 raised to a multiple of 4, the unit place will be 6. Now we will go see a multiple of 4 which is just less than 91. So we can go till 2 power 88. So 2 power 88, it's a perfect multiple of 4. So 2 power 88 should be 6. In that sense, 2 power 89 will be 2, 2 power 90 will be 4, and 2 power 91 should be 8. It should be 8. But it says 2 power 91 is 6. No, 2 power 91 is 8. 2 power 92 will be again 6. Because 92 becomes a multiple of 4, it's perfectly 6. But what we have here is 2 power 91, that is 8. So the unit digit is going to be 8 and not 6. Statement 2 is also wrong. So that is also false. So 1 and 2 both are false. So statement 1, statement 2 both are false. Both are false is there in option B. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So option B should be the right answer. We'll check this. We are right. Option B is the right answer. Given below are two statements. We have to verify them and conclude the answer. We'll handle them one by one. Statement 1 says the volume of a right circular cylinder of base radius 7 and height 10 is 1540 centimeter cube. So radius is 7, height is 10. Volume is going to be pi r square h. So 22 by 7 into r square is 7 into 7 into h is 10. So that means it's going to be 7, 7. 22 7s are 154 into 10 is 1540. Yes, 1540 centimeter cube. Statement 1 is perfectly correct. Statement 2, the total surface area of the cylinder having base radius 14 and height 30. Okay, so here radius is 14, height is 30. They're asking the TSA. So TSA is going to be 2 pi r into r plus h. So 2 pi is has to be taken as 22 by 7. 2 pi r into r plus h. R plus h is 14 plus 30, 44. So now this is going to be 7 and 14, it's 2 times. This is 2 into 22 into 2 is 44, 44 square. It's basically 44 square. So 2 into 44 square. 44 square is, this is 6 less than 50. So 6 square 36. 50, 25 minus 6 is 19. So 1936. So 2 into 1936 is going to be 2 19s are 38. 2 36 are 72. 3872. 3872. So TSA is 3872 is also correct. So both the statements are correct. So statement 1, 2 both are true. Should be the right answer. So option A, both statement 1 and statement 2 are true. Should be the right answer. We'll check this. This option A is the right answer. Sonali buys two pen drives A and B, and their cost prices are in the ratio 5:6. Okay, fine. So there are A and B. So we'll have the cost prices to be 5x and 6x. This is simple. If she sells them on 10% profit each, so there's a 10% profit here, 10% profit here. That means 0.5x is 10% of this. 0.6x is 10% of this. She earns a total profit of rupees 22. That means this total is 22. Or I can say 1.1x is 22. Or we can say x is equal to 22 by 1.1, which is exactly 20. Super, done. What will be her total profit if she sells pen drive A on 20% loss and pen drive B on 30% profit? So A, 20% loss. That means 20% of 5x is 1x. So she will lose a 1x here. 30% profit on B. 30% of 6x is 6 3s are 18, 1.8. So plus 1.8x she is going to gain here. She is going to lose this much, she is going to gain this much. So minus 1 plus 1.8 should be equal to 0.8x. This will be a total net profit. So what will be her total profit? Total profit is going to be 0.8x if she is going to sell this way. So we need to find the value of 0.8x. It's going to be easy. 0.8 into x, we just now found it to be 20. So 0.8 into 20 is 16. So her total profit should be 16. Option A, 16 rupees. Should be the right answer. Yeah, we are absolutely right. Option A, rupees 16 is the right answer. The expression 2x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 3, where a and b are constants, has a factor of x minus 1 and leaves a remainder of 15 when divided by x plus 2. So we can use the remainder theorem, factor theorem to solve this problem. Then a comma b. So we need to find the values of a and b. That's the question. So we'll go for a fresh slide. So first thing given is, for this polynomial, x minus 1 is a factor. That means when we put x is equal to 1 here, 2 into 1 cube plus a into 1 square plus b into 1 plus 3. This should be equal to 0. Because x minus 1 being a factor of this polynomial, when x is 1, this will be equal to 0. Now from this we'll get an equation in terms of a and b. We'll see that. So we'll get 2 plus a plus b plus 3 is equal to 0, or a plus b is equal to minus 5. We'll mark this as equation 1. Second thing, we have the same polynomial when divided by x plus 2 will leave a remainder of 15. That means x plus 2, when we take x is equal to minus 2 here in this polynomial, so we'll put here 2 into minus 2 cube plus a into minus 2 square. So wherever x comes, we'll replace it with minus 2. b into minus 2 plus 3. This will be equal to 15. Fine. Okay. Yes. That means here we'll be getting minus 2 cube is minus 8. So we'll get 2 into minus 8 is minus 16. Plus this is 4a. Minus 2 square will give you plus 4. So plus 4a minus 2b plus 3 is equal to 15. Now from this we will be getting 4a minus 2b is equal to, So this one is already minus 16 plus 3. This becomes minus 13. So minus 13 going there will become plus 28. This is equation 2. So simple, we got two equations in terms of A and B. Solving that, we'll get the values of A and B. So from here we can also tell 2A minus B is equal to 14. Now we can add the two equations. So A plus B is this, 2A minus B is this. So when we add the two equations, plus B minus B, they get cancelled. We'll have A plus 2A is equal to 3A. I'll use this space. This is sufficient. 3A will be equal to, right hand side will become minus 5 plus 14. Minus 5 plus 14 is plus 9. So 3A is 9, gives you A is 3. A is 3 means we can put it here. So we'll get 3 plus B is equal to minus 5, or B is equal to minus 5 minus 3, which is minus 8. Simple. So it means the values of A and B are 3 and minus 8 respectively. So A comma B, that's the question, should be 3 comma minus 8. 3 comma minus 8 is an option B. So option B is 3 comma minus 8 is the right answer. A 30-meter deep wall with diameter 7 meter is dug, and the earth from this digging is evenly spread out to form a platform of size 22 meter by 14 meter. Find the height of the platform. So easy, it's based on 3D mensuration. So easy question. So we have a cylinder shape transformed to a cuboid. That's it. So one basic funda is both the volumes are equal. Volume of the cylinder will be equal to the volume of the cuboid. That's it. So we'll note it. Volume of the cylinder is equal to the volume of cuboid. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So 22 by 7 into r square. What is r? R is going to be the radius. Here diameter is 7 meter. So radius should be 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into h. What about the h? 30 meter deep. So height is 30 meters. So 30. This should be equal to, because this is what is, this content is what is spread as a cuboid. Right hand side, the cuboid's volume. The length and breadth are given 22 by 14. We need to find the height. So volume of cuboid is going to be length into breadth into height. That's going to be 22 into 14 into height we have to find. That's all. So h is the only variable. We have all the other things properly set. Solving for h, we get the answer. Okay, first and foremost thing, I can cut this 22s both the sides. 1 7 can be cut. Then we can have this 7 and this 14. This is exactly 2 times. And then we can have this 2 and 30. 15 times. That's all. No other things could be cancelled. So we'll have h is equal to, here we have 15 by 2 and this 2 also comes 4. 15 by 2, 2s are 4. So h should be equal to 15 by 4. 15 by 4 is going to be 3.75 meter. So 3.75 meter is at option B. Good. You check this. Yeah, option B, 3.75 meter is the right answer. Given below are two statements in the context of throwing two different dice together. So dice is thrown. So we know about dice. We'll have 6 faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So based on which there are two statements given, we have to verify them and conclude which is true, which is false, everything. So we'll handle the statements one by one. So statement 1, we have the probability that the two numbers obtained have even sum is 0.50. So they're talking about probability of the sum is an even. For the sum to be even, what is the probability? This given to be 0.5, we'll check whether it is true or false. So when we roll 2 dice, so the sum should be even. When is that possible? Under what cases it will be possible? So either both of them should be even. So I should have even plus even, the sum will be even. Or I can even have odd plus odd. So 2 odds, then also the sum will be even. You can't have one odd, one even. That will make the sum to be an odd number. That can't be taken. So only these 2 cases. Now we'll find the answer. Probability of even. So when a dice is rolled, what's the probability of getting an even number? It's 1 by 2. Probability of getting odd number is also 1 by 2. So that means we'll have 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 or plus here also 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That means we'll be getting 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is 2 by 4, or finally 1 by 2, which is 0.5. So statement 1 is true. It's given probability of getting the sum to be even is 0.5, which is correct what we are getting. So statement 1 is true. We'll check 2. 2 says the probability that the two numbers obtained have even product is 0.75. So probability of getting an even product. So for even sum, it's 0.5, that's verified. Even product. Now when we multiply the two numbers shown in the result, that should be even. When is that possible? We'll think of, or simply think of, we have two numbers, two natural numbers from 1 to 6 we have. The sum, the product should be even. When the product will be even? Very simple. When at least one of them is even, the product will be even. So even odd, or odd even, or even even. In all these cases, the product is going to be even. We will not get an even product only in the situation when we have both of them to be odd numbers. Odd will give the product to be an odd number. And right. So this is equal to, again very simple, it's going to be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. P of even or P of odd, either way it's going to be 1 by 2 only. Or plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That means it's going to be 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4 or 0.75. So probability of getting an even product is 0.75, which is also correct. So statement 1, statement 2, both are correct. Okay. So statement 1 and 2, both are true. Option A should be the right answer. We'll check that. Yes, option A is the right answer. If the 8-digit number 5A3246 is divisible by 88, then find the value of 2A plus 5B. So that means with this condition we are supposed to find the values of A and B, then we can get the answer. So let's note the number. Our number is 5A. I'll have a space for A. 3, 2, 4, 6, 5 and then B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8-digit number. It's divisible by 88. The moment we come to know that it's divisible by 88, let's break that 88 as a pair of numbers. We should have co-prime numbers. Co-prime means we should not have any common factors. That means I can break it as 8 into 11. So we'll have to use the tests of divisibility of 8 and 11. So we have to properly use them, for which we need to know. We'll quickly recall. 8, the test of divisibility of 8 is the last 3 digits. For our number, if the last 3 digits, that 3-digit number, if it is divisible by 8, then our whole number, the full number will be divisible by 8. So let's first use that one. Why? Because here we have an unknown digit B. With this property, we can figure out what is B. Fine. Okay, yes. So 650B. What could be that B? Or what number if we put in that place, I can make that 650B to make it divisible by 8. Well, think of. The nearest number we know is, okay, this is 650B. That means we can consider up to 640. 640 we know quickly. 640 is divisible by 8. 80 into 8 is 640. That means the next number will be 648. The next number will be 656. The next number will be 664. That means in 6-5 series we have only this number. That means the last digit must be 6. So we clearly got to know the value of B. B should be 6. Because only then we can make it divisible by 8. That's why. So fortunately we got only one choice. Nice. Okay. Okay, fine. So without a kind of like any kind of complications, or we don't get any different answers. We got a unique value for B. B is equal to 6. Fine. Okay. Now this is done. We have used the test of divisibility of 8. Now we have to check with 11. So what about 11? I'll now fix A here. What about 11? 11 means we have to do a test. What is the test is? We have to group the digits into 2 sets. We have to make it as 2 groups. One group is 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So 5, 3, 4, 5. So this will give us 17, correct? 17. This is 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 9, 17. Done. The other one is A plus 2 plus 6 plus 6. So A266 will give you A plus 14. Done. Now the difference between these two should be either 0 or it should be a multiple of 11. So we'll take the easy case. The difference between them is 0. 17 minus this is 0. That means A should be equal to 3. Very simple. 17 minus 17 should be 0. That means this part should be 17, A should be 3. That's all. Can we make it as 11? Is it possible? 17 minus something is equal to 11. If we do so, what happens is A will become negative. Because 17 minus 6 if we do, we'll get 11. That is okay, accepted. But A will become negative value. That is not possible. And if we even take the other way, A plus 14 minus 17 is 11. That means we'll get A to be a very large number. We won't get A to be a single digit number. All these are single digits. It's an 8-digit number, clearly specified. So A, B, these are all single digit numbers. Even that way we can't take. So A will also take a unique value. A is 3. So done. A is 3. B is 6. Now we have to find the value of 2A plus 5B. So 2A plus 5B should be equal to, this is 6 plus 30, 36 should be the answer, which is in option A. Yeah, we are right. Option A, 36 is the right answer. So we have 2 statements. One is an assertion, the other one is a reason. So we'll have to evaluate them and conclude the answer. So as usual, we'll do it one by one. Okay, fine. We'll start from this reason. The reason is the sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. So anyone who is familiar with arithmetic progression will be knowing this. It is obvious, it is true. So sum of n terms of an AP is equal to n by 2 into the first term plus last term. So which is what is notated as A and L, and this is true. Fine. Yes. Now we'll come to the first one, the assertion. This says the sum of the first 100 even natural numbers divisible by 5 is 45050. So we'll check if it is true. So we can use the same reasoning itself to test it. So Sn, so 100 numbers are there. We are going to take the first 100 even natural numbers which are divisible by 5. So condition is very important. So S100 means there are 100 numbers. N by 2, 100 by 2 into A plus L. A means the first term, L means the last term. That means what numbers are we taking? We are considering even natural numbers which are divisible by 5. Okay, divisible by 5 means we'll have all the multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and so on. But we are going to pick only the even numbers. That means it should be a multiple of 5. At the same time it should be even. Or it should be a multiple of 5. It should be also a multiple of 2. It means simply telling the numbers should be multiples of 10. Because multiple of 5, multiple of 2. 5 2s are, the LCM of 5 and 2 itself is 10. So they all should be multiples of 10. That means our list will have 10, 20, 30, 40. Like this way, we should take 100 numbers. Guess what will be the 100th number here? If we write this way, the 100th number is going to be, will it be 100? No, no chance. 100 will be the 10th number itself. You are looking for the 100th number, which will be 1000. So list will start from 10, end with 1000. That means 100 by 2 into A plus L. A is the first term 10 plus L is the last term 1000. That means this 100 is equal to 100 by 2 into, this is 1010 and this is 505 times. So the answer will be 505 into 100. So 505 is 500. So the sum of the first 100 terms is going to be 50,500. Here it is given 45,050, which is not correct. So the reason what is given there is correct. The assertion is wrong. It means R is true, A is false. We'll check this. R is true and A is false. Yeah, we have an option D. A is false. The first one, assertion is false. Reason is true. So option D is matching with that. A is false but R is true. Yeah, option D should be the right answer. We'll check this. Yes, we are absolutely right. Option D is the right answer. The graph of a polynomial y is equal to f of x is shown here. Then the number of zeros. So how many zeros this function has got? So 0% calculation, 100% observation. So very simple to see. This is the graph. We need to find this graph is passing through the x-axis at how many points? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 zeros. The points where the curve or function passes through x-axis. Those points are what we call them to be zeros. There are 3 zeros here. So option B, 3 should be the right answer. Yes, option B, 3 is the right answer. So here's the question. We have this question based on interest calculation also. The question size appears to be large. It's huge. We'll go for a fresh slide. Sumit has 90,000 with him. He purchases 3 items ABC for 15,000, 13,000, 35,000. So total 90,000. Out of 90,000, he is purchasing 3 items. So these 3 items, the prices are 15, 13, 35. That means totally they add up to 50, 63. 63,000. Fine. Okay. He is spending this much money out of 90,000 for these 3 items. And he puts the remaining. What about the remaining? The remaining is going to be 90,000 minus 63,000. That's going to be 27,000. Okay, 27,000. So 90 minus 63. So 90 minus 60 is 30. 30 minus 3 is 27,000. Fine. Okay. He is putting this money in a bank that pays compound interest for 15% per annum. So this is his principal. He is investing for compound at a rate of 15% per annum, and he is investing in compound interest. After 2 years, he sells off the 3 items at 80% of the original price and also withdraws his entire money from the bank by closing the account. What is the total change in his asset? So he began with 90,000. We'll write it here. So what he does is, this money he is buying. After 2 years, he is going to sell it for 80% price. That means he is going to face a loss here. And 2 years, this is going to grow. He will be getting some gain here. But overall gain or loss, whatever, we have to see that is going to be how much out of his 90,000. What percentage change it happened? That's going to be the question. Right. Okay. Yes. So we'll attack this one by one. So we'll finish off this part first. Compound interest. 27,000, 15% rate. So that means we'll be getting first year 15% of this. So 15% of 27,000 is actually going to be 2700 plus half of that 1350. So it's going to be 4050. Because 10% is this, 5% is this. So 15% will be this. Second year he will be again getting the same 4050 because this is compound interest. He will get an interest for this principal. He will get an additional interest of 15% of this value. So what is 15% of this? 10% is 405. 5% of this is half of this 202.5. That means he will be getting 607.5. Super. Okay, fine. So 607.5, correct, yes. So the total interest he will be getting here will be, for the 2 years put together, it is going to be 8100. So 8100 plus 607.5. So this will give 8707.5. So with this investment, this is what he is going to earn. So this is the extra. Fine, okay, we'll have it as it is. We'll come to this side. This one, he is going to sell it for 80% price. That means we'll do it directly. He is going to lose 20%. Because if he is going to sell it for 80%, 80% of the 63,000 will only stay. Means 20% of this money is going away. So 20% means it's going to be 20% of 63,000. 10% is 6,300. 20% is 12,600. So it's going to lose 12,600. Super. So that means overall what's happening? Overall here he is gaining 8707.5. Here he is losing 12,600. That means overall he is going to face a loss. That's sure. That's for sure. So how much loss it will be? We'll calculate the loss. The loss is going to be 12,600 minus 8707.50. Okay, we'll carefully do this. This is decimal calculation. We'll do this carefully. So 100, this will become 50. This becomes 599. And this is 2. This is 9. This is 15, 7, 8. This is 3. 3892.50. So overall he is going to face a loss of this much money, 3892.50 out of 90,000. So 3892.5. So we'll check the options once. So options, definitely options B and D can't be the right answers because they are giving positive growth, but he is having a degrowth, negative growth. He is going to lose. That means the answer has to be negative. So it's going to be one among these two only. Fine, okay. But both of them are going to be much closer. So we are not we are not in a situation to ballpark and get the answer. We are forced to get the answer by calculation. Fine, okay, yes. So 3892.50, we'll note it. We can go for a fresh slide. 3892.50, okay. 3892.50 over 90,000 into 100. So whatever is this, that much percentage loss is going to be the answer. So we'll try this 0000, and then I can cut with try cutting with 9 tables, which I can try. Okay, we'll do this patiently. So we are left with 3892.5 by 900. This is what we are left with. So with 9 tables, it's going to be 100 times. In 9 tables, it's going to be 9 4s are 36, 9 3s are 27. I think we are coming closer to the options. We'll anyways finish it. 9 3s are 27, balance 2. 9 2s are 18, balance 4. 9 5s are 45, done. By 100. So 432.5 by 100 is simply 4.325. So this much percentage loss should be the right answer. Minus 4.325 percentage. Minus 4.325 percentage. We are lucky. So after some struggle, we got the answer perfectly, suiting with option C. Minus 4.325 percentage. So option C should be the right answer. Yes, we are right. Our hard work is paying off. Option C is the right answer. So here's this question talking about survey. So I think we can better go for a fresh slide to attack this, because we have a big, we have an intro given. We have to verify these statements and then answer the question. So we better go to a fresh slide. Yeah, we are taking one. In a survey of 100 students, the number of students studying various languages were found to be. So we have English but not Hindi, English and German. So overall we have 3 languages. Fine, okay. That means it's better to put a Venn diagram. So we'll have a big Venn diagram. And we'll have 3 sets. Totally there are 100 students. We have 3 sets. So what about the 3 languages? We have English. Okay, yes. I think we can better draw this. We can draw it more better so that it looks good. Yeah, okay, this is good. Yeah, fine. This works. Okay. English. So we have this one to be English. And then we have a Hindi. We have German. So I'm taking the first letters for the 3 sets. Good, done. Okay, what else we have? The number of students studying various languages. English only is going to be 18. Where is English only? English only is this portion. The region, what you see in English, but it is not shared with the other languages. Purely only English, that's 18. Okay, fine. English but not Hindi is going to be 23. English but not Hindi. English but not Hindi, which means the meaning is what? English but not Hindi is the region that should be inside English, but it should be outside Hindi. That means be very clear. This entire portion should be the 23. I am shading the region inside English but outside Hindi. It could be German, that's not an issue because they are not specifying anything about German. English but not Hindi. That means this region should be 23. That means, let's be very careful. I'll erase this. That means what we can clearly understand is this portion is already 18. This plus this is the 23, meaning this is 5. Meaning this is 5. Should be clear. This totally, this regions should be 23, out of which if this is 18, this should be 5. So 18 plus 5, now totally 23, adjusted. English and German is 8. Okay, English and German is going to be 8. The region common to English and German should be this. Now this is going to be 8 they have given. That means this is already 5, this should be 3. Because only then we will be getting the total to be 8, English and German. Super. English is 26. English is 26 means total English is 26. Total English corresponds to 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 regions. Fine. Okay. Yes. So that means what we are coming to know here is this is 18. This is 5. This is 3. So 18 plus 5 plus 3, already we got a total of 21, 26. Here itself we got. That means this portion has got nothing. This is 0. We'll have it as 0. German is 48. German is 48 means full German should be 48. Okay. German and Hindi is 8. German and Hindi is 8 means German, Hindi, this portion should be 8. So this portion should be 8. Again, this is 3, that means this should be 5. Only then this total will become 8. Like how we had this portion to be 8, here also we are given 8. That means this is already 3. This should be 5 to make that 8. Okay. And what else we can conclude from this? Nice point. We have a nice catch. This is German 48. That means 5 plus 3 plus 5. This total itself is 13. 48 minus 13 should be 35. Here only German should be 35. Super. No language is 24. No language is 24 means this outside region. This is going to be 24. Nice, we got everything. So that means we clearly got all the regions. Only this portion is missing, but now it is easy because we got to know everything except this. We know the total is 100. We know here there are 24 people. That means inside the 3 sets there should be 100 minus 24, 76 people. There should be 76 people. That means the addition of all these numbers should be equal to that 76. Correct? That means we'll do something. We'll have it as this 48, German 48 plus, because anyways I don't have to add it individually, 48 plus 18 plus the 0 plus this only Hindi. So only Hindi I'll take it as small h. So this should be equal to 100 minus 24, which is 76. Correct? So that means we'll be getting 48 plus 18, that's going to be 56, 66, So 66 plus h is 76. So h should be 10. This means it should be 10. Super, success. That means now we'll come to know everything. 10,035. Now full Hindi is going to be 10 plus 0 plus 3 plus 5. That's going to be 18. So Hindi totally there are going to be 18. Done. Everything set. Now we have to examine the statements. We'll check them one by one. First statement says the number of students who are studying Hindi is 18. Number of students Hindi is 18, which is correct. The number of students who are studying English and Hindi is 3. Number of students studying English and Hindi, that means this portion is 3. They are telling 0 plus 3. Yes, it is 3. This is also correct. Number of students studying English, Hindi and German is 3. English, Hindi, German. The intersection of all 3, which is over here at the middle. This is 3 they are telling. This is also correct, which means all 3 statements are correct. All 3 are correct. Option D, statement 1, 2 and 3. All 3 are correct. Should be the right answer. Yes, option D is the right answer. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree, which means it's a right angle triangle. So we'll draw the triangle first. So our triangle should be like this. ABC, angle B is 90 degree. It is given BC is equal to 5 centimeter. So BC is 5. Also AC minus AB is 1. That means AC is the hypotenuse minus AB is 1. So the difference is going to be 1. Or if I take this as x, this should be 1 more than this. So this should be x plus 1. Now we can use Pythagoras theorem. So we get x square plus this is 5 square 25. This should be equal to the square of the hypotenuse, which means x plus 1 the whole square. So x plus 1 the whole square is x square plus 2x plus 1. That means we get 2x plus 1 is 25, or 2x is 24, or x is 12. Simple. Now if this is 12, AB is 12. This is going to be 13. Yeah, okay, fine. And this is already fine. But find what? Find what is the value of 1 plus sin C by 1 plus cos C. So 1 plus sin C by cos C. 1 plus sin C by 1 plus cos C. First of all, C mentions this angle, angle C. Now we need to find sine of this angle, cos of this angle. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, which means for this angle C, opposite is 12. So 12 by hypotenuse 13 by 1 plus cos C. Cos C is adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent is 5 by hypotenuse is 13. So this is what we want. So this will be equal to, so this is basically 1 plus 12 by 13. It's going to be 13 plus 12, 25 by 13 plus 5, 18. So 25 by 18 by 13 by 13. Common denominator, they get cancelled. So 25 by 18 should be the right answer, which is ready available at option D. So answer has to be D. We'll check this. Yes, perfectly right, option D. 25 by 18 is the right answer. If the difference between the circumference and the radius of the circle is 37 centimeter, then taking pi value as 22 by 7, what is the circumference of the circle? Right, okay, yes. So we need to find the circumference. So here we know that the difference between circumference and the radius, this is 37. So basically circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r minus r is 37. Or we can have r into, r is factored outside, 44 by 7 minus 1, this is 37. Or r into, this is 44 minus 7 by 7 or 37 by 7. This is equal to 37. That means simply r is 7. So once r is 7, we can find the circumference very easily. Circumference is 2 into pi into r. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 7, which is 44 centimeter. Option C should be the right answer. So yes. Yeah, option C is the right answer. Which of the following statements are true? There are 3 statements here. We have to evaluate them and conclude the correct answer. Fine, okay. We'll go for a fresh slide. The first one says the mean of these three values x, y and z is y. Then x plus z is 2y. So x plus y plus z by 3 is equal to y. Mean means average. So the average is y. That means from this what we can tell is x plus y plus z is equal to 3y. Or x plus z is equal to 2y. Which is what is given over here. So x plus z is equal to 2y, meaning first statement is true. Correct. Now we'll check the second one. Second one says the median of, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 numbers. The median of these 9 numbers is 43. Median means technically what we do, by definition, we have to arrange these numbers in ascending or descending order. Then we pick the middle term. That's the meaning of median. So here we have 9 numbers. We'll arrange them and pick the 5th term, because out of 9, the middle number will be the 5th term. So we'll try to arrange these numbers in ascending order. So the first number we'll be getting is, the smallest is 15. Then we have 28. After 28 we have 29, 30. We have 31, 32. So 4 numbers are written. The next number, 5th number, 32, 33, 34, 30s, no other 30s. We have 44, 43. So 43. So the 5th number is 43. It means we have 43. We'll check 44, 51, 56, 72. That's it. That means the 5th number is 43. This is going to be the median. So the median is 43 is given, which is perfectly correct. Second statement is also correct. That's also true. Now check the third one. Third one is asking for mode. This talks about mode. Mode means the most repeated, the most frequently appearing number, the most repeated number in your data. That's called mode. Sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 3, 3, 4 and 3. It's very clear. 3 appears for 4 times. That should be the mode. So mode of this data is 3, which means third is also correct. So all 3 statements are true. So all 3 are true, meaning option D, 1, 2 and 3 all are true. Should be the right answer. The option D is the right answer. In a women's chess championship having 300 entrants, a player is eliminated whenever she loses a match. So out of 2 players, one will be the winner, the other one will be the loser. The loser will be going off. It is given that no match is resulting with a draw. There's no draw at all, either win or loss. That's all. The number of matches that are played in the entire championship is how many? So there are totally 300 players. Then to decide the final winner, one winner, how many matches need to be conducted? That's the question. So 300 is a huge number. We'll start with some smaller number. Let's take, there are 10 players. So for a simple understanding, we'll take a small number. I'm going to take 10 players, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So let's take these are 10 players. Let's see, we need to decide one winner out of this 10. Let's say how many matches are conducted. So every time, at a time we can make two people to play, correct? So every one match we need 2 people, 2 players. It's a chess championship. We'll have 2 people to participate. So let's pair up A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. That means totally 5 matches are conducted here itself. Now each match will have a winner. Let's say here A is the winner, here D is the winner, here F is the winner, here G is the winner, here J is the winner. Now these 5 are there, the other losers are gone, that's it. Next is we need to conduct matches between these 5 people. Again we will make some pairs, A and D, F and G. J has not got any pair. Let's make J, there it is, there itself idle. So we are conducting 2 more matches. So let's say here D is the winner, here F is the winner, here J is the winner. J is already there, fine, okay. Now again we need to conduct a match. So I can conduct in any way I want. I can conduct with between D and F or F and J, whatever. Okay, fine. If I take like this, I am conducting one more match. Now someone will be the winner here. Let's say D and J. J is staying. So E, F is losing. F is gone. D and J. Now one final match should be conducted. 1. Now the final winner will be decided. D or J, whoever it is. So totally how many matches are done? 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. It's going to be 9. So out of 10 players, to decide the last one winner, we need to conduct 9 matches. 9 matches. Or it's very simple to say that out of 10 people, we need final one winner, or we need to send or eliminate 9 people. Every one match, one person is going to be eliminated. You can see at the end of every one match, one person is eliminated. The one who is standing, the one who is winning is going for the next round. The one who is losing is going there itself. Or the result of every one match is one winner, one loser. Or I can clearly tell one match removes or eliminates one player. Now there are 10 players, 9 players are to be eliminated, 9 matches should be conducted. That's it. Now apply the same logic here. Totally 300 participants. You need to decide one winner. 299 are to be eliminated. So there should be 299 matches conducted. You can pick it in any order, any pair, any combination you can take. But whatever we do, we will finally end up eliminating one person in one match. 299 people are to be removed, are to be eliminated, meaning 299 matches are to be conducted. So option C, 299 should be the right answer. Yes, option C, 299 is the right answer.